stress, but you don't need it anymore. We're just kids when we're naked, baby. Versace on the floor. Ooh.
What's good, YouTube? DJ Kalima here, back at it again with another album review. Today we are going to be talking about Bruno Mars's The Romantic, okay? This has been 10 years in the making. Maybe not in the making, but 10 years wait since a solo Bruno Mars album. You know, we did have Silk Sonic, and honestly, I loved that album. Makes this have such high expectations. Because Silk Sonic is freaking crazy.
Smoking out the window.
Dude, yeah, that album is low-key top to bottom banger, okay? Which honestly is a little bit rare for Bruno. Like, I think the closest for me is 24K. Might just be because of that time in my life when that came out. Versace on the Floor, low-key might be my favorite Bruno Mars song, like, ever. Yeah, that's just some context for going into this album. So let's just talk about it, okay? Let's just talk about The Romantic. What's good, YouTube? Back at it with another album reaction video. I am so excited for this one. First song we got on here is Risk It All. Oh, album of the, wait, hold on. This is album of the year. Classic. It's a classic already, bro. Lover era from him, bro. Lover boy era.
To hold your hand and call you mine. I'm trying to be your man till the end of time. I'd risk it all.
This is some legendary shit right here. Holy crap. That's a nuts intro. Oh my god. See, now I'm curious on what the rest of this album is gonna sound like. I know that we got the single. We got I Just Might, which not that vibe at all. So I'm curious on where we're going with the rest of this track. That is a legendary ass song. You know, I like having this as an opener. I like the groove, very Bad Bunny vibes. You know, he hasn't really done this type of vibe before, very much getting into his Latino vibe, which I was hoping would be like kind of like a sign for like the sound that he's going to adopt for this album. I Just Might felt very in line for him, at least hearing it for the first time, having that be the single. But yeah, when starting this album, very different vibe. You know, it might just be that it's first on the album that I like it so much. You know, maybe if it was later on in the track list, it might not be that much of a highlight. I don't know. I really like it. I think it really does a good job highlighting his voice, which is always good. Loverboy Bruno might be my favorite Bruno, not gonna lie. Like, that's where we get songs like Versace on the Floor and Too Good to Say Goodbye. Like, bro, yeah, he's got a voice of an angel. Next song we got is Cha Cha Cha. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my god, we're staying with the vibe. Okay. Very smooth vibe. I like how the horns hit on the upbeat during the chorus. Dude, these like those upbeat horns, those hits. I feel very weird about this song. Almost reminds me of like stuff that I play in jazz band back in high school. And I do like when the song ramps up near the end, kind of like a freaking final lap of a Mario Kart track. Oh, I do like his flow on here too. I don't know how to act. But this song, I don't know, bro. It might just be my Gen Z TikTok brain. But this song is too long. It's too slow for too long. And it gets boring before it gets to that final ramp up. And the ramp up isn't even that crazy. Like, when the ramp up first comes in, it's like, oh shit. But then when you get back to the chorus, it's like, oh, it's really the same. It's really the same. But, you know, I'm honestly not too mad about that in this song. It's still nice. It's been popping up on my TikTok sometimes, and I'm not, like, mad at it. I'm like, hey, it's pretty catchy. But then I go and listen to the song. I'm like, yeah, nah. And then we got the single, I Just Might. Shout out Pharrell, bro. You know, the single is honestly pretty different from the rest of the album to me. Maybe it's just because we've had it for so long, but this song is catchy as hell. I've seen a lot of like African kids dancing to this song on Instagram, and that kind of helps to like make it seem more fun to me, because bro, they're having so much fun listening to this song. I really like the line, "What good is beauty if your booty can't find a beat?"
But what good is beauty if
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. You know, very fun song. I understand it as a single, but I think it honestly gave me like the wrong impression for what this album was gonna be. Next song we got is track 4, God Was Showing Off.
Is it your eyes that light my is heaven your name? Or is it divine? Don't matter, girl, it's gonna look good next to mine.
That's a bar. That's a bar. I'm gonna reuse that one. But, you know, at this point in the album, it starts to feel a little uninteresting and almost like a numbing amount of grooviness. You know, I can only take so much. You know, that sounds overly negative, but I'm not really trying to be. It kind of feels like a B-side of like a Silk Sonic song. I really like the silliness of Bruno saying like flexing up in heaven and his like vocal performance with like God was showing off. Bro, you're about to see this on so many freaking Instagram posts, bro. Yeah, his vocals are nuts on this one, but like honestly expected out of him at this point. And then we got track 5, Why You Wanna Fight. You know, after saying all of that about like Silk Sonic B-sides and this album being a little uninteresting, I don't really think this song is that much of an offender to me, but still kind of just like a little bit of a more like uninteresting version of things on the Silk Sonic album. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's low-key giving John Mayer. Very smooth hook on like the chorus.
Why you wanna fight with me, baby?
My god. Bro, this is that freaking this is that baby making music, bro. He's also memeing on this song too a little bit too much with like the why you wanna fight?
Why you wanna fight?
Dude, low key like this is like a song that you hit. Hold on, let me show you. You know, and this one is also like 4 minutes of this, and it doesn't really change or go anywhere. Like there's a build up before the chorus, but then it just goes straight back down. That voice again, bro. But bro, his voice though excels on here, which is just like frustrating to me. Like he's always gonna sound good, but then why's it gotta be so like uninteresting? You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying not to be like super negative because I do like to enjoy things, but yeah, I don't know, man. I do appreciate though that all of his albums are really short and that they're not really trying to like waste your time. So it's not that big of an offense to me. And then we got track 6, On My Soul. To me, very much a needed like energy boost. Probably like the fastest song on this album. Let's just get right into it. I like the groove. I like the groove of this one. I love his little like vocal fry that he has on the pre-chorus. He's really like he's really holding on to it before he says that note. Probably the most catchy chorus on here too. Very funny to hear Bruno say like things like "Put it on God" and "On My Soul." Damn. But yeah, fun song, just under 3 minutes. To me, this is what this like album needed at this point. And then we got track 7, Something Serious. Bro, no, this song is just not it. I've tried over and over for it to hit, and it's just not. Bro, this is some Illumination, Despicable Me, Gru walking through and freezing people type of ass beat, bro. We got the freaking, what was it? Oh my, Low Rider. His vocals are crazy, but honestly, compared to a song like Why You Wanna Fight, he's just like wailing. I feel like I like him more when he's just like singing smooth than when he's like practically like yelling, which is what this song kind of sounds like to me. And then we got a key change for no reason, and at that point, bro, I was just getting annoyed, bro. Like you're doing too much, bro. Yeah, I don't really like talking all hatingly. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Not my favorite song. And then we got track 8, Nothing Left. I'm gonna start with just saying this is probably like the best he like sounds vocally on this album, especially at the beginning and like during the verses with like that like Tennessee whiskey type of guitar sound.
Just to light up when I call to say I love you.
Hey, there's that ballad.
Feels like I'm reaching out.
I like this harmony. on paper, this song is so good, like really good, but there's just like no sparks here. Like I'm just not interested again for some reason. And again, it's kind of frustrating because like he's always gonna sound good vocally and even on like an instrumental perspective, but it's just like so uninteresting to me here. I don't know, bro. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave that one at that. And then we got track 9, Dance With Me, and then we end this album with a very loving slow dance song. Another one of these. But yeah, a song like this doesn't need him doing like octave wails on this. His voice sounds like so clean, so nice on this, and it's like level for him. He doesn't gotta do nothing crazy. He really doesn't. Really nice, really beautiful, and I think it keeps itself from being derivative by just being like a really well written and structured pop song. I think this is an example that Bruno doesn't need to be like wailing or need to be going super crazy, because his voice just naturally, it sounds beautiful. Like he can go crazy, but bro, this is what it sounds like when you're just singing a nice, beautifully written song. This is honestly one of my favorite vibes from Bruno. Very much on the line with that like romantic vibe. And on a personal level, it reminds me a lot of like Kani Kapila jam sessions with my family, like playing music, just like in Hawaii, which is very much just like a personal thing for me. I know that for sure. And Bruno is from Hawaii. Like growing up in Hawaii, he's kind of like, at least in my family and like the circles that I'm around, he's kind of like the golden child to a lot of people. Like a lot of people in Hawaii love him. So I do kind of look forward to this song being the song that my family's going to jam to in the future. And I honestly, I think this one's beautiful. Probably one of my favorite songs in here for sure. I really do not like to be overly negative when it comes to music. So like when I was like listening to this album and spending time with it, and I realized, man, this is not that good. I kind of didn't want to like make a video about it. I think it really is just kind of frustrating, because knowing that like, bro, he has a amazing voice. Like it's just put in songs that are just so like uninspired and uninteresting to me. But I do know that this album's gonna hit. It's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna hear these songs around, and maybe that'll help to warm me up to it. But as like an album to just listen to on headphones, yeah, it's not that good. Now that I say that, I think Bruno kind of excels not in headphones. Like he excels being played out at parties or just at family functions or at like school or on the radio. I think he kind of excels there. At least with music like this. I didn't really feel like that with 24K. I love 24K Magic, bro. I'm definitely taking songs like Dance With Me for sure. I'm taking that one. And like Risk It All, but I don't know about the others. I'm sure I'm gonna hear I Just Might More. So I don't really gotta worry about that one. I know that this review sounds really negative, but I really do love Bruno Mars. I really do. I loved Silk Sonic. I love 24K. I grew up listening to him. You know, my family loves him. But yeah, this one's just not it for me. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if I'm completely wrong about this album. Let me know what your favorite Bruno songs are, what your favorite Bruno Mars album is. And yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.